Starting my last week at Offsite. It's getting darker earlier now, and with the changes in the seasons comes changes in my life too. Soon I'll be on to my next chapter, launching RenewAlert. When you start a new business, one thing's certain. You don't know what you don't know. It can look simple from the outside, and it's easy to underestimate. I know RenewAlert's going to bring a whole new set of challenges and mountains for me to climb. Back in 2010 when I started Offsite, I was fired up. I thought it was going to be easy. I was wrong. I knew copier leasing, but Offsite was transportation and warehousing, something I had zero experience in. It was sink or swim. There's a quote I used to think about a lot back then. You can pay the price of winning now or pay the price of losing later. It stuck with me. Michelle's in St. Louis for work this week, so I'm bringing Dexter into the office with me for a day. He hasn't been doing great lately. We've had Dex since August 2010, when we adopted him from a shelter. He's hanging in there the best he can. Dexter was always a protector at Offsite, and he always seemed to know what time it was, too. He'd be well behaved all day, and then at 5 o'clock suddenly he'd start barking and throw a tantrum wanting to go home. He used to love riding in the car with his head out the window. We called it the floppy ear tour. Still a bit warm for an FET and the windows down, but I think he's enjoying it. Thursday, October 10th, 2024, 8:13. Michelle's in Indianapolis. I had to take care of Dexter, his bad kidneys and peeing and stuff. So he's been in the office a few days, and she's getting home probably about 3, she's estimating. So I just had to get him an 8 o'clock walk, and we figured that should cover it. A lot of money going out right now. I got to have $160,000 in the operating account minus expenses that I've paid that were for the month going forward. Again, paying all the driver cards off for fuel, the revolver, stuff like that. Throwing that advance in there too. Most of my money when I come back out of the expenses is, it's like the bank account was up, and then all the money goes out to pay all these things, and then it's really over the next 90 days that you see what you get and it comes back in. The receivables are collected and remitted to me on the 5th of every month for the month prior. So pounding, getting all the revenue in and pounding the receivables is incredibly important. The operating cash advance on the 160 would be payable in 90 days from the 4th. So that's going to be January 4th I would get that. So there's that part. There's a default event, which that's the paranoia you've got is obviously you're funded, then all the money goes back out, and then you're relying on recollecting it back in. So there you go. Nate's right hand, she's been out this week training with us, so she's gotten to see the warehouse, gotten her working with her through Monday. So I just have a ton of stuff too. I've been working to get off the DOT, Department of Transportation, get off the DOT number. There's some issues in changing the bank. There's some issues changing the insurance over, where the insurance initially had said that they can't just change ownership in the policy. They have to rewrite the whole policy. I relayed that to Nate and he disagrees. So I'm trying to get someone with the insurance to respond, but the one I've got is out on vacation till the 14th, so there's that. The bank, he thinks he should just be able to take it over. I'm getting my banker, her email bounced, trying to find someone at US Bank who can help me. The next person I found, his email bounced. I called, said this banker is assigned to you now. So didn't have his phone number, know where he was from, but they gave me his email. So I emailed him yesterday, haven't heard back from him. So I just have to keep blowing up US Bank. I would think they'd be interested in responding sooner rather than later. Just here's a new customer for you, some good opportunities, but I don't know. Hey, can I just get someone on the phone and tell him that? Because Nate's not taking my word for it. So rather than me, I'd rather it just come from the bank. I'd rather it come from the insurance company. I'm not the one trying to throw up roadblocks or anything. I just want it to go easily as well. But basically, the remaining pressure now is on the new ownership's ability to execute, to make sure that there's a good flow of business coming in, so he's a happy buyer, and that I will also have a better position to collect on all the money I'm essentially loaning back out on this thing, long term and the short term, because there is the seller carry too, which is a 30-year. So there's a considerable amount of risk still on my part associated with this that I got to navigate through. Definitely in a better position and happier, and just got one more week of this full time. This is next Friday I'm out. So it'll be Friday the 18th, and almost be 15 years to the day almost, starting Offsite. Yeah.